బ్రో ఇది అంటే ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు 10 మంది
Hi, Hi Ramesh. Hi Ravi.
Hi, sir.
So, any doubts? Previous classes?
No, sir.
Uh, Clearing all these files. So, 61. Yesterday we discussed about the callback functions, and here so we are discussing about the set timeout, right? So then another function we are having the set time interval. Set interval. Set timeout, it calls only one time. Set time, it calls only one time. So set interval, it calls every time. Okay. So previously we discussed when we discussed about the date function. Same thing we can use. So create new file 62.html. Okay. So then, so here set interval. Okay. So for every 1 second we can call. For every 1 second we can call. Then let's where okay. You can do what? HTML 60 62.html, right? Okay, yes. The file name. Okay, 62.html. Okay, every one time it is calling every 1 second, every 3 seconds it is calling now. So we can create this one. So now here we can call the date function where date equal to new of a date. So then where d equal to okay. So date dot to get date. So then next one where h equal to date dot get hours. So then where m equal to date dot get minutes. Sorry, get minutes. So then where seconds equal to date dot get seconds. Okay. So these are the functions we are having. So document dot. So we can call, we have to call this function, right? Set time, set time interval. We can call as a callback method. So we are calling this one. Okay. So then there is no argument here. So we are calling every time this one. So how we can call? So first one is the date. Okay. So then after that plus semicolon. So then so there is no colon. Okay, here some space. So then plus hours plus colon. So then plus after hours after minutes, right? So the next one, colon, okay, then seconds, okay. So we will see. So today is the 30 and 8th, okay. So time is 8 and 9 minutes seconds. Keep on running every time it is calling, and every time it is calling, every 1 second it is calling, okay. So this is the, these two are the asynchronous functions we are having. So one is set a timeout and set interval. Set interval, it is calling every time, so whatever we are mentioning the time here, so every time it is mentioning. So set a timeout, so after it can execute only once, okay. Set a timeout, it executes only once, okay, clear. So these two are the asynchronous methods, asynchronous methods we are having in JavaScript, okay, clear. So the next one is get local time. So we forgot to check the get local time. So then this way we have to call the, this way we have to print the local time zone. So for us by default we are getting, for us by default we are getting date. So then here where, so this is the data to local string. So then we have to pass this one document dot write Kolkata. Okay, so document dot write SCR tag. Okay, then we have to check Asia Kolkata is the our time zone. Okay, Asia Kolkata is our time zone. So this is the, so suppose if you want to pass another time zones list. So for suppose America, so these are all the time zones for suppose America and Jamaica. Why it is coming like this? Data to local string en.us America. Japan. Jamaica. You can see like this. Same time zone we are getting. This one, it is right. Okay, we will see this one tomorrow. So we have a one function, so I'll check that one. Okay, so the next one is, so window screen. How to calculate the screen width and heights. Okay, so what is present, this based on this one only. So based on this one only, so we have the browser APIs are developed media queries. Okay, window screen, the window dot screen object can be written without window prefix. So basically all our objects, all our so document or document.write or windows.write, all the screens we are having, all the whatever print functions, whatever the default functions we are having, so all those things having the window is the prefix. Okay, by default it is calling window. First, any JavaScript function, any JavaScript default function, so it is calling the window only first. After calling the window, so then after calling, it is calling the document. Then after that, function, whatever functions we are having, so those functions it is called. So for suppose if you can observe here, if you can observe here, so here, so the window dot, okay, document dot get element by id. Okay, so in this function, so first one document dot get element by id. Okay, so it is a function if you won't write inner html. Okay, inner html. So you after writing the inner html is a function. Inner html is a function to write or override the content inside of html, inside of html. Okay, so then for this inner html, get element by id is the object. Get element by id is the object of inner html. Okay, so for this one, document is the object. Okay, so for document, window is the object. Okay, so first whenever we are calling any JavaScript function, first by default it is calling the window. After opening the window only, so we are calling all these functions. Okay, first we are calling the window, so then after that we are starting writing the document. So that's why, so document is a object of all the default functions. So for document, window is the default function. Okay, so then, so this way we can think. So same way we can calculate the window screen width. Okay, so the window dot screen is the object can be written without window prefix. Okay, so in this screen dot width and screen dot height and screen dot avail width and screen dot avail height, so these are the default functions for calculating the screen width and height. Okay, screen width and height. So now we can see. Where is this one? Okay, 3.html. JS screen methods. Okay, first one, document dot get element by id. So then result dot inner html equal to screen dot width. 63.html. Okay, so this is the screen width of my laptop screen width is 1536 pixel. Okay, okay, screen width equal to. Okay, so the next one is the screen height. We can calculate the screen height also. Word wrap. So then plus screen height, screen height equal to plus screen dot height. Okay, now you can see. So screen width is 1536 and screen height is 864. My window screen width is 1536 and screen height is 864. So the next one, so in this screen only we are having another two methods, screen avail width and avail height. Okay, so same thing, div id equal to result one. So then same thing I am appending to the result one. Result one. So screen avail width and avail height. Avail height. Start avail height. So then here avail width. So now you can see. Result one we are shown. It element by ID result one. Okay, so this is the avail width and avail height is 824. Why 824? So for my window, so in the Windows bar is there in the footer. So that will take the 40 pixels. So that's why it is removed. So only we are using those avail width. So that is the thing. Okay, so we cannot calculate this bar. Okay, so that is the avail height. 824 is the avail height of my screen. Okay, clear? So these are the screen vectors. For suppose if we can write this one, same thing, window dot window dot. So then here also window dot. Okay, see these are all the functions. So these are all the functions. All these methods are calling by default window only. So all the functions by default it is calling window. So that's why. So if you can write or don't write, so it is not a it is not mandatory. So that's why they are removed from those functions. We didn't write that window every time. Okay. So these are all the functions. These are all the window functions only. Okay. Clear? So these are the screen avail width and avail height and screen related width and height. So this is the way we can calculate the screen width and height. So the next one is the JavaScript Windows, the browser object model. The window object is supported by all the browsers. Without window, so without window we cannot run any function. As previously said, it represents the browser's window. All the global JavaScript objects and functions and variables automatically became a member of Windows object only. When you define any string variables, any number variable, any variable, so by default it is a object of window only. Okay, so that's why we are saying, so in JavaScript everything is an object. Everything is an object. Okay, so the next one, global variables are properties of the Windows object only. So global functions are methods of the Windows object only. So anything you can call, Same thing only. So just now we discussed this one, right? Okay. So the next one, so we are having the windows inner width and inner height. Okay. So what is the how to calculate this inner height, inner screen width and inner screen height? So now till now we are discussing the screen width and screen height, screen width and screen height, our screen width, complete screen width. But when you calculate, so this is the window width. When you minimize, so we are minimizing this one. So this is the window width. Okay. So this is the window width. How we can calculate this window width and window height? So same thing. So we are having the functions called inner width and inner height. Inner width and inner height. Give id equal to result 3. Okay. So this one is the h2 screen width, width and height. So this one is, so next one is the screen avail, avail width and height, avail height. Okay. So the next one is the, so screen is different, window is different. Okay. Window, window width and window height, window height. Result 3. Okay. Window, window width, window dot inner, inner width. Okay. So the next one, a window height, window dot inner height. Okay. Now you can see. So if you can minimize this one, so then screen width and screen heights are not changing. Now you can see. Okay. So this is my screen width and screen height. This is my screen width and screen height. Now you can see. See now 754. After removing the, I have a few download files are there, so it is having alert in the window, so that's why this height is changed. Now you can see when I reload this one, width is changing. Okay. So when you see the inspect element, so then again reload this one, this height is changed because of, so this is only the window width and window height. So this is not related to the window. This inspect element is not related to window. So that's why we are getting the 370. Okay. So now you can see. So these are the screen width. Now we changed the screen widths. Now all the screen widths are changed, right? All the screen widths are changed. Okay. Now you can see. So now you can see only this one is changed. When I change the browser, when I resize the browser, so this window widths are changing, but screen widths are not changing. Clear? So this is the default functions to calculate the screen height and width and window height and width. Okay. So based on this only, based on these functions only, so they are released the CSS media queries, CSS media queries concept. Okay, clear? The next one, window dot location. Next method is window dot location. Window dot location object can be written without window prefix. Without window prefix. Window dot location dot href returns the URL of the current page. URL of the current page. What is this one? Location related. So till now we are seeing the window width and window height and screen width and screen height. Now, so we are seeing the our file related information. Okay, 64.html. Remove and file information. Okay, so result. So then file location. First one is the file location. Window dot location. Okay, window dot location. It provides the file information 64. Okay, so this is the URL of this is the URL of so this location. So we are placed in C drive. Then you just then so this is the path of this one and desktop JS folder 64.html. Okay, so this is the window dot location. So next one is to find out the file path. So then we have to use the location. This is the absolute URL. This one is called the absolute URL. Okay, so the next one is the window dot location host name. Host name returns the domain name. So place host name equal to so then place window dot host. Okay, location dot host. Okay, now you can see. So there is no host name here. Okay, because of so we didn't run any server this one. So first suppose so same thing you can store this file in same file. So you can save as how we can save this one. Okay, I am copying this file. Here is JS. So this is my JS files and 64 I am placing. So in my lappy I have a Apache server. So I am placing this one into here, creating HTML folder, JS folder here. So inside of JS folder I am placing this one. So now I have to open the server XAMP. So this is a software to run the PHP technology. Okay, now I have started the Apache server and MySQL database. So it is not required MySQL database, only Apache server is fine. So local host. Okay, so our file name is our folder name, our project folder name is JS. So then inside we are having local host. Then what happen? JS folder. Oh, sorry, I placed in another one. HT docs. Here it is. Okay, now you can see JS and 64.html. Now you can see, now you can see. So this is my location name. So this is my location name. and we can place the BR here. Okay. Okay. So I'm giving this some space. We are entering. So we have to change here, right? So this is this file we are running. Here is the location and BR we can place it here. So then now you can see it. Okay. So location and host name. This is the local host is the our host name. So the next function is the path name. Path name returns the path and file name of the current page. Path and file name of the current page. So then, okay. So path name, location dot path name. Hmm, have to work on this one. The dot location. So we are having 2 plus. So now you can see BR is not there. BR, okay. Here also BR. Okay. Have to change in this. Okay. So this is my path. So this is the host name. That means this is my website domain name. So then after that, so this is the file path. So it is having JS and that 64.html is the file name. Okay. So the next one is the protocol. So what type of protocol? We are having the two type of protocols. So one is the HTTP and second one is the HTTPS. Hypertext transfer protocol. So another one is the hypertext transfer protocol in secure way. So we can use for static websites without having any sensitive data. So then we can use the HTTP. So if our websites is having the if our websites is having the secure data, then we can use the secure layer HTTPS. Okay. So now you can see protocol BR. So then protocol. So then close equal to plus. So then window dot location dot protocol. Here is the function name. Okay, now you can see HTTP. Okay, I'm not used to the yes, so that's why we are getting the HTTP. Okay, so whenever we are having the HTTPS, so we will get this way in engineering. See this lock symbol whenever it is having this secured connection, so this lock symbol will appear. Okay, so then if you want to see the what type of security it is having, so who is the vendor this security is provided. So connection is secured, certificate is valid. See this one, vision engineering certificate. Okay, so till so issued on 20 August 2022, so then expires on September 13 23. Okay, so who is the vendor? See this one, certificate signature, then SSH key. So then authentication key usage, then public key and private key, version 3 certificate. So then we can able to see the vendor also. So here we are unable to see the vendor. So if you can see in the, what is this one, Microsoft Edge, we can able to see connection secure and so here also we are unable to see visioning